What's up, family? Man, hey, so I can't even talk. One of the subscribers asked me to do a series on fasting and self cultivation. Um, if you look at my videos, I think I have like well over 400 videos. Um, Pretty much all my videos are self cultivation. You know what I mean? They all fall up under that umbrella, if you will. Um, it's pretty much all I talk about is self cultivation stuff. Um, I don't know what specifically you're looking for. I've done videos on exercising. I've done videos on. I do a lot of videos on how we think. Our mind. Um, I've done videos on fasting. We're going to talk a little bit about fasting today. Um, it's everything. Depression, getting outdoors, meditating, eating right, um, what you watch, what you listen to. Um, I don't know what else in specific you're looking for. Whatever it is, just hit me up. Shoot me a DM or a message, whatever, and we'll go from there. But you brought up fasting. I know I have like two or three videos on fasting. Um, Fasting is so crucial to your growth and development. It is extremely crucial to your growth and development. Um, it's beneficial to not only to your body. A lot of us that eat meat, yes, I eat meat. I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian. I'm not any of that crap. Again, you know, this is me. You know what I mean? Um, it's that stuff to me is like a fad. It's I've had so many people this still deal with fasting. Stay with me. So many people come to me and talk to me, man, you should be a vegan, you should be a vegetarian, and whoop de whoop de whoop. And it's like, man, I'm not doing that stuff. To each their own. You do you, I'ma do me. You know what I mean? Um, I don't believe in it. Um, I've studied it in great depths. Um, yeah, it's not for me. And sin that is not for me. Those of us that eat meat, um, meat takes a while to process through your body. And there's one of the ignorant arguments that, the vegans and vegetarians have. Meat takes too long to process through your body and whoop de whoop de whoop. Man, well, if you're consistently fasting, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I believe in fasting. And so, and fasting helps eliminate that waste, you know, the the byproducts of the meat. As it takes a while for it to break down in your body and to process through your system. And I understand that, and I understand that. That's why so many guys um, end up with colon cancer is because we're such big meat eaters. Um, but if you're consistently fasting, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? If you're consistently fasting and you're fasting with purpose, and I'm not talking about, I hear people talk all the time, man, I'm fasting today. It's like, no, you're not. You're just skipping a meal. You know what I mean? You just missed a meal. That's not fasting, you know? And so many people think that fasting consists of, oh, all you got to do is just miss a meal, or go 6 hours without eating, or I fasted to 12 o'clock. Okay, you fasted to 12 o'clock. You didn't get up to freaking 8 o'clock. What are you talking about? You didn't eat for 4 hours? Wow, big deal. You know what I mean? Man, again, to each their own. You know what I mean? Fasting for me is deeper than that. Fasting is a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? It's a spiritual thing. Um, yes, it has physical components, it has physical benefits, but it is a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? And so many people miss that. You know, they miss that. They don't understand that. They think it's just a physical thing. It's just I'm gonna go without eating, for a day, you know, and they go without eating for a day, but yet they still listen to the same crap on TV. Yet they still listen to the same crappy garbage music. You know what I mean? They haven't done anything except missed few meals. I mean, they've done a lot for their body. You know what I mean? But again, we're spiritual beings. You know, so you just taking care of your body, but you're not taking care of your spiritual being in any way, shape, or form. You know, you're not taking care of your mind. Especially if you still listen to that same crap. You're still being influenced by social media, the toxic crap on social media, the toxic crap on the news, or the toxic crap on TV, as far as these stupid shows that be on. I can't stand the stupid housewives and just all that other toxic garbage that be on TV. Just it's trash, just pure trash. You know, and if that's what you're listening to, if that's what you're watching, again, to each their own. You know what I mean? But you can't talk about fasting without talking about eliminating that garbage from your life. You know what I mean? And so when I talk about fasting, I normally do what I consider a dry fast. Uh, and fasting is, and when I mean dry fast, um, there's no eating, no drinking anything, and no social media. And so I'll normally do that for like 3 days. You know, that's a serious deep fast for me. It's 3 days, no TV, no, I don't watch TV for the most part, anyways, but no social media, no Facebook, no Instagram, nothing. You know what I mean? Um, no um, influence from the outside world, other than, I mean, not other than, but there's no outside influence at all. It's just me in a cocoon for 3 days. You know, um, and normally I try not to work um, if I'm doing one of those types of fasts, um, just because I don't want to deal with the other people and their issues and their stuff. You know what I mean? Their conversations and just all that other stuff. I'm not trying to get into a conversation, man. I'm not trying to entertain that today. I'm not trying to deal with that today. You know what I mean? And so normally I'll just be by myself doing a 3 day fast. You know, where I could just completely be focused on just me, my prayer life, my growth and development, just reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with God, and just making sure that I'm in complete alignment, you know, um, and eliminating all the toxic stuff out of my body, you know what I mean? And a lot of times, we have so much stuff that we breathe in from this nasty air, from the water and just everything else that we don't even consider when we talk about fasting. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, I'm not trying to. Um, there's no way of eliminating all of that stuff, but if you can eliminate some of it, man, you're doing your body a great service. You know what I mean? Um, and again, when I talk about fasting, man, the greatest part of it is the mind. The hardest part is the physical body. The hardest part it's the disconnection from social media, because so many of us, man, we're addicted to our phones. We're addicted to social media. We get up, first thing we do is grab our phones, see what's going on. You know, um, we can't go without eating. We get bored. Man, we got to put something in our mouth. You know, we're bored. Man, we got to go get something to drink. You know what I mean? I don't smoke, so that's never been a thing for me. I don't have to worry about that during fasting. But as far as fasting, to me, if I smoked, that would have to go too during a fast, 3 day fast. You know what I mean? I know there's people that are avid coffee drinkers, and man, that's they can't talk to nobody. They can't function until they have their first cup of coffee. You know what I mean? And it's like that would have to go. You can't do that during a fast. You know what I mean? You have to make major sacrifices. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody's like, man, I want to tiptoe around this. Man, damn all that. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. You know, I'm not tiptoeing around anybody. I'm not tiptoeing with anything. You know what I mean? Either I'm gonna do it or I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna fake the funk. I'm not gonna half-ass do anything. That's just me. That's my personality. You know, um, and so when I go on a fast, it's a full-fledged fast, and like I said, I consider that a dry fast. Again, because I'm not drinking anything. You know, there is another fast that I do. I consider that a wet fast. The wet fast is I'll drink water and I'll drink tea. And I'm not talking about no sweetened tea and freaking Nestle's tea and McDonald's tea or any of that other crap, you know, that's freaking polluted with sugar, you know. I'm talking about just natural herbs, um, just plain, you know. I don't even add natural honey in it. It's just plain natural tea, you know, nothing else. Um, and I'll do that because again, I'm getting the benefits of the plants, you know, for my body. So I'm still taking in vitamins and minerals and things of that nature when I do the teas. And that's considered a wet fast to me. You know what I mean? These are just my labels. You know what I mean? I don't know who else calls them that. I don't care. You know, it's just what I do. Um, and so those are the two types of fasts I have. You know, wet fast and dry fast. All fast, I'm eliminating food. All fast, I'm eliminating social media. I don't watch Netflix. I don't watch sporting events. I do, but not during a fast. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm not listening to people's garbage. You know what I mean? I don't do any counseling during that time frame. Um, I really don't talk to anybody during that time frame. You know what I mean? It has to be an emergency. You know, but other than that, I'm not even answering my phone during those 3 days. You know, and I always shoot my kids a message. Hey, I'm out of commission for the next 3 days. I'm fasting. You know what I mean? Do not disturb. You know what I mean? Unless it's like emergency. You know what I mean? Um, that's me. I'll come back after a fast, and man, yes, I've lost a lot of weight. Um, as would anybody lose a lot of weight after not eating for 3 days, not drinking anything for 3 days. It gives your body a chance to just breathe. You know what I mean? Um, Relax and just release all of the toxicity that's built up over that time frame. You know, um, I try not to go anywhere. I'm doing a fast unless I'm in nature. I used to live in California. I lived in the mountains, and so I would just walk around the ranch. You know, it was just nobody out there but me and the animals, and so I would be out there. You know, I love being in nature, um, and so I would be in nature. I live in North Carolina now. So if I do a fast here, I may go out in the nature, you know, do a little walking, just touching trees, touching plants, you know, touching the leaves, you know, just the reconnecting with the ground, you know, and nature. That's so crucial for our growth and development. That's so crucial for our mind. Um, Talking about fasting, man, you have to understand that the hardest part, not the hardest part, the hardest part is the physical and the disconnect from social media. That's the greatest challenge. But the greatest benefit, it's dealing with your mind, dealing with your issues, no distractions. You know what I mean? Reconnecting with God and just, you know, nature and just like, man, okay, what do I need to work on during this time frame? What do I need to focus on during this time frame? What do I need to heal during this time frame? What do I need to let go of emotionally during this time frame? You know, um, and that's hard when you're working and you got family around you and you're always on social media and just all these other different distractions. You know what I mean? And so fasting, man, that's a way of just disconnecting from it, all the outside influence and going internally and just saying, okay, God, the only influence I have is you and nature? You know, what are you showing me through nature? What are you teaching me through nature? You know, what am I needing to learn during this time frame? Um, Fasting, man, it's obviously a lot of benefits to you physically. You know what I mean? Um, so many benefits to you emotionally, so many benefits to you spiritually. You know, so don't look at fasting as something, man, I don't want to go without eating food. Man, I don't want to go without drinking anything. I don't want to go without eating anything. Man, I don't want to go without my cell phone or being on social media because I might miss something. And you ain't missing a damn thing other than some more drama. You know what I mean? It's the same crap, different day. You know what I mean? It's always the same madness. Always. You know, when I get off of my fast, I always get back on social media and man, somebody else that I knew growing up has passed away. Um, Something's going on in politics. I don't keep up with politics because it's all drama. It's all toxic. There's nothing beneficial, productive about politics in any way, shape, or form to me. So I don't give a crap who's president. I don't give a crap what bodies running the House and the Senate, whether it's Democrat or Republicans. They're all garbage to me. Um, Ain't none of them really trying to help us as far as our growth and development. Ain't none of them got our best interests at heart. So I don't get caught up into any of that stuff. I'm not a political person in any way, shape, or form. I have no hope in politics. None. I have no hope in anybody in politics. I love humanity. Um, I have hope in some of humanity. You know what I mean? I believe that there's a remnant that wants to make the world better. You know, and those are the individuals that they do what they have to do to show love, to give love. You know, and that's all I'm about. And that's why I meditate. That's why I fast, because fasting allows me to push my will, push my desires to the curve. You know what I mean? And it allows me to say, okay, you know what? It's not about you right now. It's not about your desires. I know you're hungry. I know your stomach is growling. You know, I know you want something to drink, but it ain't about your desire. It ain't about what you want. You know, it's about your spiritual growth and development. How can you become a better being so that you can be more loving? How can you become a better being so that you can become more forgiving? How can you become a better being so you can become less judgmental? You know what I mean? How can I become a better being so that I can share the light within me, you know, so that others that are lost may find their way? And that's what fasting is about to me. It's about pushing my desires, my wants to the curve so that I can be better, so that I can help make the world a better place, you know. Um, and again, this is not a one shop thing as far as how to fast and what you have to do. Man, that fasting is it's like everything else. People have made it so freaking religious, you know, and just so stupid as far as, man, you have to do this, 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 you have to do. Man, do you? You know what I mean? Do what works for you. Um, and so when I say I fast, man, these are what I do. This is what I go through. This is my regiment. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say somebody else is wrong for how they fast. You know, if it's totally different from mine, if they just skip a meal for 4 hours, you know, that's a fast to them. You know, whatever. That it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Um, um, to each their own. You know, um, but fasting, man, have to you have to look at the spiritual realm. You know what I mean? It's a spiritual thing. You know, it's like kung fu. You know, martial arts. Oh, I'm gonna say kung fu. Um, I know kung fu a lot. I don't spiritual components to kung fu. I'm gonna say martial arts because I believe there is near the ones as well. There's spiritual components. There's a reason why these moves are the way they are. There's a reason why it is what it is, and there's spiritual aspects to this that the great majority of people don't understand. They understand the physical aspect. They understand the kicking, the blocking, you know what I mean, the striking. That's all physical, but they don't understand the spiritual aspects to these moves. You know what I mean? And again, you watch all the YouTube videos and learn kung fu and learn all these martial arts and learn how to strike and how to block and all this other stuff, kicks and all this other stuff, but you can't learn the spiritual components from just watching YouTube videos. You know what I mean? It has to go, you have to go deeper than that. And the same with life, you know. You can read all the books you want. You can meditate all you want, you know. But man, fasting, that's next level stuff. Fasting is next level stuff. You know what I mean? Reading and studying, man, that's great. That's great. You know, doing your shadow work and that's going in and understanding why you think the way you think and blah, 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 blah. That's great. You know, that's great that you do those things. You know, it's great that you're able to meditate for 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. You know, that's awesome. You know what I mean? It's great that you're exercising. You know what I mean? That's great. But man, fasting, especially fasting like how I'm talking about fasting, you know, for a whole day, fasting for 3 days, man, that's next level spiritual work, you know. That's next level stuff. Everybody can't do that. Everybody ain't doing that. Everybody ain't trying to do that. Everybody don't want to do that, you know what I mean? Because man, that's hard. It's hard. It's challenging. It's challenging to give up disconnecting from all of this stuff, you know, for 3 days. You know, people ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? To go without eating, to go without drinking anything. And people sit there and tell you, man, that's not good for you. You know, you should drink all that water. Shut up with all that. You know, I've done this for so many years. I'm not trying to hear all that stupid stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear all that stupid stuff. And to each their own, you know what I mean? Again, fasting is next level stuff. It's next level stuff. And everybody can't do it. And that's why you have all these people talking about, man, I fasted for half a day. Okay. I'm glad that you're making an attempt. Um, when I was growing up, I had a great uncle. And he used to always say, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And what he was saying was, everybody's going to talk all this, you know, they're trying to do this and they're doing this and they're doing that. Man, you ain't got to talk about all that. Just do it. Just get up and do it. Don't try to do it, do it. You know what I mean? Stop talking about what you're trying to do. You ain't trying to do nothing, just do it. You know what I mean? Plain and simple, just do it. You know, don't try to fast for half a day. Don't try to fast for a whole day. Just do it. Either you're going to do it or you ain't. It's that simple. Ain't no trying to it. It is what it is. Either you're going to be about it or you ain't going to be about it. Um, that's next level cultivation, self-cultivation. You know, man, it's rough. It's rough on the mind, you know, because again, we're so addicted to social media. We're so addicted to crap, you know. Um, and you know, it's crazy because we all understand you are what you eat. You know, we've heard that since we was little kids, and yet we still listen to crappy ass music. We still watch stupid shows, toxic shows, where it's always some freaking drama and madness and chaos going on. Somebody's always yelling and screaming and fighting. Somebody's always cheating on somebody. Somebody's always slinging some dope. Somebody's always trying to rob somebody, trying to get over on somebody. Somebody's always trying to kill somebody, trying to rape somebody, all this crazy madness. What do you think that's feeding your ego? What do you think that's feeding your mind? If you are what you eat, then man, can you imagine how messed up your mind really is? We're still talking about fasting. If all you watch, if all you listen to is that stupid, crappy rap music and that stupid, trashy other music that's out there, you know, man, if that's what you're feeding your mind, if that's what's going into your head, if that's what's going into your ears, if you're watching those stupid videos, man, you can't even imagine how toxic and how garbage your mind is. You know, it's like I don't understand how so many people are so convinced that they're woke and that they're enlightened and woo, and they're still bogged down with all this madness, this hellish music, this hellish TV shows. You know what I mean? But again, to each their own. You know, you are what you eat, and if that's the stuff that entertains you, that says a lot about you, whether you want to believe it or not. It says a lot about you. If you're still listening to that crappy music, if you're still listening to that trashy stuff on TV, if you're still listening to that trashy stuff in the hip hop industry or in the other genres as well, if you're still listening to that crap, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here, we just having a conversation, talking about fasting and the benefits of fasting. And man, let that stuff go. You know, for a few days. Try it. Man, you come out feeling so much cleaner, so much lighter. And I'm not talking about just physically lighter. I'm talking about emotionally lighter. You know, everybody wants to talk about mental health. Everybody wants to talk about, man, all of their trauma and all this baggage and stuff that they're carrying. But it's like hardly nobody wants to take responsibility for dealing with that. We want to go to a shrink. We want to drink coffee. We want to pop pills. We want all this other stuff. We want to watch TV. We want to listen to music. We want to do all this other stuff to take our mind off of all those issues, all of our trauma, all of our pain, all of our suffering. And we don't want to deal with the work. We want to stay busy with work. We want to stay busy with our job. We want to stay busy with other people's madness. We want to stay busy with our kids, our grandkids, and just everything else, our significance other. We want all these distractions to take our mind off the real issue. And the real issue is how we think, how we process things, how we live our lives. We don't want to think about that stuff. We don't want to deal with that stuff. And so even when I see it, and I talk to a lot of people that said that they fast, their fasting is just consisting of them not eating. That's it. That's it. They don't want to do anything spiritual. They don't want to do anything emotional. And a real fast is taking care of your emotional being as well as your spiritual being. You can't. That's your whole body. That's your whole, not body, that's your whole being. We're spiritual beings. We live in a physical being. And we carry around an emotional being. If you're fasting, man, you got to fast for all three. You got to fast for your whole being, not just the physical aspect. You know, I hear some people, I need to fast because I need to lose weight. No, just stop eating the crap you eat. Stop drinking the crap you drink. Start exercising. You ain't got to go on a fast just to lose weight. Are you serious? Most people don't have the self-control. And that's what it really comes down to. Most people don't have the self-control. And they know it. but they don't want to own it. My hope and prayer. I talked about a lot of stuff. Um, my hope and prayer is that we grow up emotionally, we grow up intellectually, we grow up spiritually, and we start taking this walk, this life, a little more serious in the aspect of, man, I need to grow. I need to grow up. And I can't grow up doing the same crap that I've always been doing. I can't change doing the same stuff that I've always done. In order for me to change, I have to do something different. I have to take it to the next level. Fasting is next level stuff. Happy healing. I love you guys. Peace.